I'm Ken Barnard, founder and CEO of Patriot Hunts, and we're based out of Fort Bragg, North Carolina. Patriot Hunts is a nonprofit I established in 2007. We provide outdoor adventures and experiences for wounded veterans, active duty, just an array of things. We're very involved with the Gold Star community. These are families that have lost a loved one since 9/11.
I've got a wife and 2 kids. We've been married 24 years.
I've been in the Army about 20 years.
Had 24 years of service.
I had several trips to Iraq, Afghanistan.
The injury sustained there, that's one of the reasons I'm getting put out right now.
I think that's about all I have.
Okay.
My name is Major Christian Sessoms.
Sergeant First Class Chris Dorsey.
Sergeant First Class Henry, retired.
Mike Nadeau, Master Sergeant in the U.S. Army, 3rd Special Forces Group.
When I met Ken, the first thing he done was when he found out who I was, he actually gave me a coin, you know, and told me to stay in touch.
We're here in beautiful O'Neill, Nebraska for the 3rd time. The Ron and Eileen Schmidt that own this property here invited us, a friend of a friend, and it's just become an annual event that we really look forward to.
They love the country, this country around here, Niobrara River. They're just amazed when they see it, so there's a lot for them here to do. I mean, if they're not out there turkey hunting, there's lots of other things that we can have them do. We do target shooting and stuff like that. And they really do enjoy coming out.
I met Ken up in South Dakota on a turkey hunt. He brought 2 soldiers up to an outfitter that I guide for. Came back to Nebraska, talked to some friends, some community members, and let them know what I was a part of up in South Dakota. And they all said, hey, let's do it down here.
My name's Mason Hess. I'm a good buddy of Tim Cahoy, and he asked me to be a guide. Been a hunter my whole life, and I also served in the military for 4 years. So it was a great way for me to give back to the guys that protect this awesome nation.
We got here and we got paired up with a couple guides. We got out there, set up, kind of went further down the valley and just kind of walked the ridges and just try to look for them. We actually spotted a couple, a hen and a big gobbler. So we took off. Instead of setting up, we just ran towards them, and using a lot of stealthy Army techniques and low crawling and high crawling and hands and knees and cactus in my knees and hands, and it was a good time. We got pretty close, and I started belly crawling all the way up to the field edge, and Randy hung back and started calling to them, and 4 of them came out, and we didn't know there was 4. There was 4 of them sitting there, and finally got a clean shot, laid it out, and high fives after that.
As soon as we pulled up, parked the trucks, got out of the trucks, they instantly looked up into the trees, and there was 2 turkeys up in the trees right above us. So we had to be really quiet and pack up and move out and move down the field a little ways to set up. One hen flies down, lands maybe 75 yards from us, and look over to our right and got another group, maybe 5-10 turkeys moving in, and they come pretty close and pretty good. Had a great time. Went back for another hunt to give it another shot, and actually got a bird this morning. My first Merriam, so I'm really happy about that.
Beautiful morning. You can see out across the countryside, nice flowing, rolling hills and a river back behind us. Couldn't get them to fly across. We were hoping to do that, get them to fly across the river, but they just weren't going to come. They wanted her to come to them. So walked through the woods, walked another half a mile or so, I guess, up to another top of a hill. Okay, so we've seen about 4 turkeys by this point, 4 toms anyway. We're at the top of a hill, and I nestled up into a big cedar tree. Mason's behind me calling, and they must have come running because it wasn't 2 minutes. I couldn't see them from where I was at. And he came around the corner, And I finally saw him between the cedar limbs where I could see through it. It was just big black body and he's all swole up strutting. And I see that red head finally came in between the limbs where I could get a shot and laid the bead on him and let him have it. And there was nothing left then. It blasted him, knocked him right down. And so we got us a big bird. Mason called his first one in, second bird I've ever killed, and I'll remember it for the rest of my life, that's for sure.
Every year is a blessing as far as getting to hunt with these guys and feed them and mostly just socialize with them, and they're great guys.
These guys that go out and take a bullet for us, let's give them something back. I mean,
It's rewarding.
it's rewarding.
As soon as I get back, we're going to do our next Patriot Kids Day, and that's where we'll have probably 100 military families, active, prior duty. These are kids, these are Gold Star kids that have lost a parent. These are kids that their dads have been injured, and these are kids that have a parent deployed, so the family unit is not quite there.
You know, Ken's got a huge heart. He tries to do everything he can to get these guys out here and make it the best hunts they've ever had in their life.
It's just a heartwarming experience to know that there's somebody out there like that.
I appreciate all these guys, what they do for the country, and I'm here for them.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Awesome day.
Money is not inspiring to me. What is inspiring is meeting these soldiers and their families and getting to know them one-on-one and hearing their stories.